Okay, so now we're going to convert that flowchart into an actual program. So what this is asking us to do, write a program by following the steps in the flowchart and use the parse conversion to convert the input data. So here is what I am going to do. So this is the method I would use. So I am going to take this chart and literally convert this into a program. So the way I'm going to do this first is I am going to put in a whole bunch of comments. So basically one comment for each step of my flowchart. So literally what these steps of the flowchart say. So when it says prompt the user for width, convert to double, prompt user for height, convert to double, math for area, and then display area to console. So that is basically what my program needs to be. That's all my comments in there now. So now I just need to, everywhere there's a comment, I need to write code that makes that happen. Okay? So instead of thinking about this as a big program, I just need to think of it all as individual, just very small steps of what I need to do. So number one here is prompt the user for width. So do I know how to do that? Yes, I do. So I'm just going to say console right line, enter width. Okay, there we go. Very simple. Now enter the height, very much the same. I'm going to do pretty much that same line here. Enter height. Now convert this data here to a double. So I am going to say, using that technique we did in the previous program, putting all our variable definitions, all our variable declarations, and defining them all on the same line. So I'm going to say double width is going to be equal to, now this has to be we're going to do all one step converting and defining what the variable is here. So this is, forget the context for this, is a double parse. I'm going to get rid of this for right now because I don't need it anymore. I think that is the context I need. Let me think about that for a minute. I think that is correct. That's how I do that all on one line. And then my next line here, doing the same thing with height, should be the same thing, except this variable is going to say height. Now I need to do math for the area. So I'm going to say double area is equal to height multiplied by width, and then just display area to the console. Using that same technique from the previous program. Area is argument there. And this is going to be area. Oops. Quotation marks first, and then area. Comma, area. And then at the bottom we're just going to have console.readline to hold the screen up. So I think that is a valid program. I think I wrote these lines correctly. We'll find out when I run it. But that is basically taking all of the steps and basically just looking at each individual step and writing code for that each individual step based on your flowchart. So let's see if this runs. So enter the width, 4. Enter the height, 5. The area is 20. That looks good. Let's try it again with some. We did doubles for our numbers, so we should be able to use decimal numbers. Looks good. All right. So that is taking a flowchart and then turning your flowchart steps into comments, and then just basically coding according to those comments, which is a pretty effective way to develop a program. Okay, so we're getting into now beyond, we've learned a couple basic functions, now we're learning how to actually put a coherent program together. Okay, so that is program number 3B. Alright, carry on from there.